What's up, YouTube family? It's your boy J Matt. This is the J Matt Show. Appreciate y'all checking back with me. Today I'm gonna do something different. Today I hope to add a little bit of value to whoever is interested in creating their own clothing brand. I know I don't talk about it a lot. I gotta do a better job. But I'm kind of one of those guys that likes to work behind the scenes, not make too much noise, but once everything is completed, I'm definitely bringing it to you. So you'll hear a lot more as we move forward because my brand is just about ready to launch. But today, I'm here because I want to talk about my personal experience with Alibaba. And I know a lot of people out there are considering different manufacturers for their brands. I'm by no means any type of expert or anything. I'm just going through this like you are. So I want to give my humble experience, and hopefully you won't have to go through some of the same things that I went through, and your process will be way smoother than mine. So we're going to get into the top 5 reasons to buy samples from Alibaba.
Straight over. Smokehouse beats.
And so we did a little bit of dropshipping, but then we cut it and we ordered all these hoodies from China and brought them all in. And I remember the day before the tracking show that they're going to be dropped off, we're like, okay, let's just launch ads for it, put the inventory in, and we'll start selling now. We know it's coming tomorrow.
Right.
And and so we launched it. We sold all of them in that it was sold out by 8 p.m.
That's crazy.
And so we were on top of the world. We were like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous, you know? And so it was like the thrills of victory, right?
Yeah.
And so they come the next day. We should, bring our friends over. We have like a picking and packing shipping party, ship them all out, and we're all celebrating, so happy. This is amazing. Can't believe it. And all like 3 days later, all of a sudden the customer emails start coming in.
Yeah.
And these hoodies were 3 to 4 sizes too small.
Oh my God.
All right, so what you just saw was a clip from the T-Shirt Millionaires. That's a YouTube channel by Charles Smith III. Shout out to Charles Smith, all the work that he does over at the T-Shirt Millionaires, and it inspired me to put this video together. So let's just jump right into it. And this isn't in any really particular order. Number 1, you want to buy a sample because you want to confirm the material that that product is made on is exactly what you want. Now let me rephrase that. It's not going to be exactly what you want, but you want to make sure that the material is up to par. Whether it's going to be 100% cotton, whether it's going to be some form of a blend. If it's athletic wear, you want to make sure that it's breathable. You want to make sure that it's not a material that's going to make you overheat while you're doing your workout or jogging. Moisture absorb. It's like all these different things that you want to make sure of is in line with what you're selling. And the only way to do that is to get it in hand, feel it, put it on, wear it. You want to know what that customer is going to feel when they put your product on. So you don't want them to be the first people that find that out. Number 2, this one is probably one of the bigger ones, and it's completely and directly related to the clip that I showed you guys in the beginning of the video. And that is, you want to make sure that the size and the fit is correct. So you definitely need to order a sample to make sure a large is actually going to fit like a large, medium is going to fit like a medium, so on and so forth. One thing that I learned, and I didn't know this before I got started, was I had no idea what a tech pack was. So you can actually go ahead and hire someone to create a tech pack for you, whereas you can send that directly over to your manufacturer and your supplier, and they have the exact measurements laid out for them on the tech pack, so they could just really just take that and put it right into production. So that might be something to consider if you really want to make sure that everything is specific and correct the first time. So might be something to consider, but make sure you order a sample so that you can ensure that the size and fit is exactly what you intended it to be. A large needs to be a large, a US large, wherever you're from, not the measurements from the manufacturing company that may differ from where you are. So yeah, that's very important. Number 3, you want to order samples from Alibaba or anywhere for that matter to make sure that the design is correct. Like, I know it might sound like something pretty simple, like, oh, the design is a design. How can you mess up the design? But not everyone goes through the process of making sure that the proofs are correct. And for some companies, they will print whatever it is you sent over to them, and the way that you send it is going to be what they send to you. If you're not proactive and communicate with your rep, if you're not proactive with the mock-up process, if you're not asking a lot of questions, you'll just get whatever you send. So make sure that you are as invested in this as your pocketbook is, because you're paying for this stuff and you want to make sure that you're getting your money's worth. So that is number 3. Number 4, this may not be something that is that important to you, but it's important to me, so I'm adding onto the list. And that is, you want to see what type of shipping time there is with that product. So if you're ordering from Alibaba, you understand that it's coming from a different country, but shipping time is important because you don't want to have a situation where you can't meet the demand of your customers and things are on back order. Things are going crazy in the world. So whether you're getting it shipped by air or container, there are different fees and costs associated for each. So just make sure that what you're doing is going to fit the needs of your customers. So buying that sample does give you an idea of what the shipping time is from the time that you place that order, from the time that it arrives at your door. Last but not least, this is something that is really, really important to me, and I'm wearing one of my samples right here that I'm not going to be selling because of the wash test. Number 5, I like to do a wash test because going back to number 1, which is the material, I have to test that material out. I don't want to sell anything to my customers that's going to be a one-wear situation. No. You want to make sure that you wash test it for durability. You want to see that if it's any embroidery on your design, is that embroidery coming loose after one wash? Is it getting like is the stitching coming out on the embroidery after one wash? Or like this, did it fade after one wash? Very important, very, very, very important, because I'm not selling this because I bought several samples of this shirt, but I realized after wearing it, the wear test, wash test, feels great quality shirt. However, this particular print is a digital print. I was moving too fast, didn't specify what type of printing I needed done on the shirt. So what did I have to do? And I had to do this with pretty much damn near all my designs. I had to reorder everything in screen print as opposed to digital print, because I then had to test that out to see how that's going to hold up. If you take away these 5 things and consider these 5 things before you make your bulk order purchase from Alibaba, I feel like you will be in a better place than I was, and your journey beyond there will go as planned, or hopefully a lot smoother with this information. So if you appreciate this information, let me know something in the comments. Hit a like, hit the like button, subscribe if you're rocking with the channel, but let me know down below in the comments, what's your experience with Alibaba? Have you purchased samples? Did those samples come back as expected? What'd you learn from the situation? I just want to know if there's anybody else out there that's in the same boat as me, or if you have any useful information that you could drop down in these comments for everybody else that's starting their brand. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. Check back with me for the next one, man. It's the J Mac Show.
Straight over. Smokehouse beats.